Welcome back to Daytime Ottawa. Books. We need your books. We want your books. Books. That's pretty much what we're talking about right now. I am joined by Shannon Dubois, Publicity Coordinator for the Kanata United Church Annual Book Fair. Welcome, Shannon. Great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
This has been, you haven't been a part of this for as long as it's been around because you're not of age to be around that long. But
sure, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me a little bit about how long has this been running now?
So this year will be the 31st year for the book fair. It started at the Stephen Leacock Public School in the early stages and gradually moved over to the United Church as a result of just the amount of volunteers they needed, the space they needed, the type of people who were working to keep it going.
Right.
Yeah.
Why did you get involved? How did you get involved?
I'm a member of Kanata United Church.
Okay.
Have been since I moved here about 25 years ago. And I had some like-minded people who approached me and I couldn't say no.
Nice.
And I have a love for books, so it was a good fit.
What brought you to Ottawa, to Kanata?
Probably just the need for a little bit of variety in my life.
Really?
Yes, I need a bit more of a city life. I'm a small girl from the Maritimes,
Okay.
so yeah, small town.
Well, you must have enjoyed Robin and Scott then, talking about the
did.
Maritimes a little bit earlier, right? Did it bring
really
back some memories for you?
Absolutely, yeah, I was stomping my feet.
I love it. So you brought some examples of books, but let's just talk about, first of all, the condition. Like what type of books are you looking for exactly?
So the best rule of thumb that we like to tell people is, would you give it to your friend? So
Okay.
essentially we're looking for, more recent books, obviously, but we take classics. We have a whole section that is very specific to older books. We call them very old books, somewhat on the vintage line.
Okay.
Might be collector's editions. We do accept things like that.
Right.
But we're looking for books that are in good condition, pages aren't torn, they're not discolored or warped pages from water damage, things like that. Yeah.
Children's books, fiction,
absolutely.
nonfiction, all over the place, right?
Yeah, we love children's books. We have put a whole room aside for the children's books. The children,
wow, nice.
Yeah. Lots of nonfiction, separate room for that. We're well organized at the book fair.
Nice.
We're well known for that. Yeah. You come in and we can tell you which room you need to go in. So.
How successful has this book fair been over the years?
Oh, it's essential for the community from
Really,
my perspective. Yes, we're well known for being able to raise a lot of funds. The funds themselves go back into the community. We support Kanata Food Cupboard, Pinecrest Food Bank, Matthew House, Hospice Care Ottawa, all kinds. The needs change within the community throughout the year, and that's evaluated by another committee, obviously, to decide where the funds will go. But yes, the book fair, as a result, the book fair being so successful has forced some of us volunteers to make sure that we're a little bit more committed than maybe we originally thought we would be.
It's been that successful in recent years.
Yeah. And
so what kind of time commitment, for example, for yourself as a volunteer, do you put into the book fair?
That's a good question. The main committee starts discussing the book fair right after the previous book fair is wrapped up.
Wow.
We obviously have cleanup to do and moving of any books that haven't sold. Then we also, so this year, we've probably been talking about it since at least January, getting together, meeting, trying to organize how it's going to look this year. The month of April will be our big blitz for...
That's sort of your book drive, I guess, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's where we're looking, we always need volunteers to help accept the books, go through the books, sort and price them. So that will be the month of April. And then May 3rd to the 6th will be the actual book fair itself. So we have a week of setup because we're so organized. It takes that long. And then the book fair itself needs volunteers. And then afterwards, we take about 4 or 5 days to do the cleanup.
So does your garage or basement turn into book storage unit during the month of April?
Mine does not.
Okay.
However, in the past, we did have one of our main volunteers, and she was a coordinator at one time. The books, half of the books were out, in fact, in her basement. We no longer use that as a resource. The church itself has a portable in the back, in the back of the building. So thankfully, we have that. A lot of books get stored in there. We can use it when we're bringing the men and Colleen, and we sometimes we can't take over all of the church as much as we'd like,
Right.
because it is used for other for rentals and things like that. Yeah.
How many books in any given year would you collect and be part of this fair?
Well, we're hoping for 30,000.
30,000. Holy.
Fingers crossed. It's all dependent
Yeah,
on the donations. So.
And there's a silent auction portion of this book fair as well, right?
Yes, so this has been something that's been new just in the past few years. We've been able to, thanks to Scotiabank Giller Prize, as well as in the past, Canada Reads has donated copies of the new books that are part of there. So this year we have some of the books that were long listed for Scotiabank Giller Prize 2022. So we're going to put those up for silent auction.
Yeah, and
so
it's this pile here, right? I recognize some of them,
Yeah, they're brand new, never been read. This year they're not signed. In the past, sometimes we have them signed by the author, but those will be silent auctioned rather than in the circulation just for regular sale.
So for that month of April, how do people get in touch, find out where they can drop off books?
Okay, so the book drop-off will be at the Kanata United Church on 33 Lee Crock Drive in Kanata. So we ask the people come between 9:30 in the morning and 8 p.m. Volunteers will be on site, and obviously if they're there, bring them right into the church. It makes it easier for everybody. If there's a small chance that you miss the opening, the hours of operation, there's oftentimes a shed outside the front door where you can drop off your bags. Donating the books in wine boxes is always good, because we can use those boxes for later on.
For sure.
Or those nice reusable grocery bags come in handy, because then we can reuse them during the sale.
Right.
Yeah.
Shannon, thanks so much. Really appreciate it again. And the book fair is May 3rd to the 6th there at the Kanata United Church. We'll be back with more right after this.